الرحمن الرحيم.
Nonkno abo apausi mediasa enwo twi Kessben 3.3 live on Kessben television. Emraso say yede midfield action on Monday edition. Yede bremu nyina ya chi obia kwaba eba midfield action. Emomachi eba program yi eso ene ye dwada efri memenda bepem ene edwada no pay and it is our program yede bremu agudi munsem wiase afa na nyina ene bobo no ede bremu so my crado mo twen say de agudi munsem ebe bremu mo mfa messages no mfa 0507168557 0507168557 and your SMS line mo amodifa WhatsApp near 0244263902 and your WhatsApp messages ni videos and I be general ho mo amode efa Twitter and your Twitter handle here at Kessben Sports M sounds like we share live or Twitter or twitter.com/Kessben TV Sanso and Facebook which we share live on Kessben Sports. I'm on Facebook live, baby. Which me actually download to Kessben FM app on the Play Store. Now also what me actually live, baby. I will be Montana de Tony. Maybe I want my shaman on some wabano at the Ebre and Anope. I'm saying tennis. I'm on tennis in Hokra. I'm on the course of US Open. Djokovic, Asama Atono, dear Wakakoye, and Sutrin Bay and the Diamano. I'm so be a ninja Hokra or videos and never course. We follow tennis in the Kakra and the Tony and the details in Nano Ebe brain. Players no test here, no tested positive. Say, I mean, Manchester City, Tony Burao, near her players are tested positive coronavirus. And once and 70 others in our transfer stories. Outdoor P, no one on the brain. UEFA Nations League, Germany. I want to be in your win. Enra. Mo preswa omo in Switzerland ekopaye obi ase nyonko eka bako Ansumani Fati the youngest player was Spanish football history 17 years our Beshego at the Spanish national team enra na enyasem kitwakra against Ukraine. But we say we any other stories about one at the Ebre Tony Montana actually you should have rented sisi ya bibi aboko
na mi aduma word na bibi e finance
umiem
beautiful
na de so
but that's
the share them so share that wow
awodina
hey camera for them say omo de usimche you'll be a woman and you be able to share the bar
and behind the scene
behind the scene so no that could get capture once I over man on a parody then can be and so come then Mabel mommy
yeah
na 1 week you know a basso a was Santini town Mabel's don't see the university and nature yes big class out as
yeah Matthias
and you would enough for more yes so mommy and yet easy cry Mabel Abusiano Imuna Yako and never 12 for her never boaba bibia akoso come all right Montana
awodina
net say
nyame adum
okay alaji so afin about to the battle near the meaning alaji so ma na usre mariko never out to battle do banya na untutu wana alaji do baby ana we mo
se bi je wachinye
so untutu do banya na no na entutu na odinam
David just say
I drink a
grab. First one, one
capture my
first one. Yeah, harm me. Till I'm discuss second one.
Do the confess one. You see what's the Sunday
second one?
Okay.
Anyway, the boss one.
Anyway, the boss one because Tony,
I want to know.
You go.
Wallenty, Emena son, young to Fanny and Summer Ecoso, uncle for a crusoe. Yan shall say, and friend free America too, and answer Olympic Games or Sanka this year. Kate me about Nanso COVID-19 T and Japan Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games in 24 at the Eco 2021. Na ene anopam IOC omo vice friend said John Quartis agranti interviewer or the HG said 2021 the nyadia postponement bia ebeba kwan bia so am Olympic Games no ebetim abaso se COVID no every hole se COVID every hole 2021 the Olympic Games no eno enso ebetim akoso Tokyo na yekotenesa and an unfortunate incident ACL US Open Abra World number 1 Novak Djokovic son smash a tennis ball and Malako ball line judge bako na dieba enso and say any easy cra Novak enra onagasa release statement on enso air patch na say and say any way end the first time maybe say enka ASC Novak Djokovic in 2016 similar thing happen here na our concentrate position was go be say bema nyame nko ka was smash a ball akoball line judge bako and after ATP Masters so enka racket no otubo from amenka a probi na racket na yes no senka a probi na dia beka fa hon na say 2016 ene ehwe e wo TV so o ignore say as a nsheda mfa no sa nti di okeka wase no na ya translate je gusu no na ya na GI video nti onso bi bisa say adan na akoye sa na num sa so twe betimi aba na so as a more unbelievable I say why ignore say bibi sa na nsheda insi and at this year 2020 to 4 years down the lane happened in 2016 quite 2 incidents one similar ball said your bomb ko bomb no and a second one the racket no share form and then ke ball line judge back
this is the call against him no
yes sir
okay
this year they need trank we and am yin free mo
okay we ba discussion as well these are your former church of Madrid the man for can say we no ni hwe so just
o
sheda ni hwe into almost all share no yes
ampa also pajanity
hu be all ball na so just
metiase pa
na can ni hwe no ko boy na be baby
okay
we am for say one sheda but bi say na ni hwe the oil no
it's true also hwe na onim dash na ball na ko to pajanity
mo hwe Kessben television yes
Kessben Sports on Facebook so da whole live na say to kai John McEnroe or say sa dewi ebeko so adent ni image no ebe den pass Novak ebe pass adewi obi ebe ka so ye bad boy sa tag no ebe chepa anase emfini so da
racket ni balls take it off okay
until said wa shot the fitani bibia kem on said den say beko sa pepe na image no why
okay
well yen fro na afi yen kosoka and na UEFA Nations League no so beto so big game obi ahwe Netherlands and Italy match and no ebe koso na no na Leonardo Bonucci sahene ema da Azuris of Italy was some match we ye be opportunity ahwe am top 2 defenders mo wi ase Virgil van Dijk and on Chile ni ebe hia enti ase be fortunate say na nwumre ye be defenders menu an omo enso eya de ye come Man City for so ya se COVID-19 cha nature stars no na Ghana for den ye EDC COVID-19 okwan amanfo ogide pass Ghana de COVID ene ne tonkwanta apai okwa Europe pass say Man City omo ene latest club say so omo players menu enso am etimi attest positive COVID-19 Riyad Mahrez of Algeria and then Emerick Laporte ono enso free France no players menu breaking news eba and say COVID-19 no omo enso etimi attest positive de tie and say weekend way and our Premier League ne ebe share so Man City de omo first game ebe ba so on the 21st of September because omo edufa our Champions League no me here rest kakra e just start to play see equal self isolation now for omo test negative omo eno mate no enso etimi akan am enso edi abom na eno an Germany extra go once again omo drop points omo ebo draw against Switzerland na no and go getter Ike Gundogan hose omo ye highly disappointed say no ada omo enso entimi answer na Ansu Fati eno a okonya goal abe the youngest player in the history of Spain omo national team what team enya go 17 years 311 days and a player no and so at the record no na Eric say self confidence ekita Ansu Fati ni so adwene wan on tia say enye normal cra suggest 17 years 311 days na confidence Ansu Fati na bro adwene and so ene tia so na PSG almost sporting director Leonardo was say we are obi himself top 2 what best no Ronaldo and then Messi na Ronaldo any Messi free one yeah pair omo ya de pa third and fourth no undoubtedly a name of Silva Junior and Mbappe one ne adwen anaso ne enya adwen ye Messi no Ronaldo free ho Mbappe and afei play the din and so e name and di ho ana obetimi edo message no and so etimi e de aba
Mbappe ai dey
o say Mbappe any name o yi Messi no Ronaldo free ho omle the world best.
Oh, okay ono na chena bi
on na sporting director
busa so ne ya okay yo
na Zidane last week obebot on Cruz abaso say Cruz o we coaching career na or very proud one of the best players so coach of Toni Kroos. Now Toni Kroos nso aba bontin so both Zidane abaso say ono so etimi amano such a good compliment nti we boy abaso na we nso abo abaso Toni Kroos nso aba bontin say Zidane coach kese or ye coach a play be person be adwuma until last week Zidane ebo Cruz abaso na this week nso Toni Kroos nso am ebo Zidane abaso na
why the cast as no say Messi ni Ronaldo if you are the next pair almost
Leonardo Leonardo
okay
PSG almost sporting director
all right on Mickey Ba mebusa na sembi so no so ene ni pakro ya adwe
okay na Real Madrid will GD pass Gareth Bale Manchester 4 pay na face to face meeting be koso between Zidane and then Bale Zidane be catch Bale say oh hia no na omo GD pass Manchester at the bid ebeba na be question be say Manchester be sika kese at the abeto Bale na fe annually and answer weekly sika be no obesan so anya bi am etim amana na yes omo youth team coach also a grant interview o say Donny van de Beek senkwan Johnny Manchester na kokko Madrid anka ebe disaster pa it's the friend I'm Ruben Junket was in a pass Donny van de Beek or Snobbery Madrid or no Enso Ecobo Eddie Ama Manchester Venezuela Junior Siafu Madrid Ebeji La Liga Santander Champions League Copa del Rey a bien one me say Afnimian San or Enso Ebetimi Aji Amano Enso Aye na Antoine Griezmann says so called I'm a national team of France and now of say penalty Nelson Stone Barca former defender Andrea Orlandi so GD passes Barca for a issue Antoine Griezmann ya ono betimi afa go kin pichichi no I was Spain omon enso a league ni mu na Real Madrid ebe an kofa kansi on the 9th omon Rayo Vallecano be ball and then on the 14th some Hatefe enso ebe fe so enedua and Luis Suarez so am ebe kwakwa interview na Italian citizenship no o haisen sa ebetimi akan we niema all year before say obetimi akọ new club Juventus no so akwakosi akan am etimi amomo Sergio Barca form am at the final bid ebe ko for Lautaro Martinez say Lautaro strike Obama Inter Suarez kunto also nya ide adequate replacement eba until Lautaro na Barca for the last bid so ko sa akoda no omo enso ebetim enya no enso ohon na Rudy Garcia so no on si Memphis Depay kwan se go ba so nya club na okwakoba onya team person na Champions League mo bia ono anga Rudy Garcia be so player nsa edna kokon new team an ono enso eko enso ewo ehon mo Sergio Chelsea mo the third kit aba na manfo si twabo mo social media no
enye fa na
just nini enti Sergio mi kala mi say e pink and red
oni uda hono
enti ko Facebook a Kessben Sports on Facebook na for Kessben TV no outside sa Crystal Palace JCB sa na social media bi mu sesen ka mo delete anka be boa mo on say first JC na first second JC na third JC ni enkoyi na say blue kakra abiabem and I say red or pink no so ho kamanti amam forces and kamuje a
ebiso na yenkofo pe
okay
minimum de nyam fe
yo na Davis Apacosta makwada nam de call on say club friends Atlanta 5 years ago no obomo Atlanta force munja no man no be bolon emfa ima omo and then N'Golo Conte once again asan so aba say Inter Milan Antonio Conte say kwan bia so amfa N'Golo Conte emra na ona na nya adwuma e ho na Edouard Mendy goalkeeper no money abrepa enche official announcement be say Edouard Mendy ran goalkeeper no monsa enso etimi aka na Dimitri Berbatov ono so aka so Manchester for ebe here a proper centre back say Manchester omo eye signing some per midfield any attack man some here central defense some betimi play papa baako enso aba Ole Gunnar Solskjaer say so onye happy cry I was say omo timi e man Jadon Sancho waka ache Edouard say ase oye kroko de drum bisa so delay Chelsea for sign Carvet omo sign we Manchester nko Jadon Sancho yaka for almost a year still playing on Monsa and so Enyan Canane Trent Alexander Benny opportunity as started edema England omo enso national team nso e ho ma enye federal gro na Barca for enso e de omo third kit e de ababon ti say the Chelsea for e de omo de enso e ba na Barca for omo jersey number 3 sajuani enti Nike kama and omo the pink enso e de design jersey no and the neck no so a light green Barca for no jersey no so abanti we home colors and no any TV see na third color no so eni omo away color de Nigeria pick sharp and no enso e black no yeah kama enti mo de na man forecast also mutimi ye hu bibi na Felipe Coutinho Ronald Koeman say opeso oka ni kwanse Coutinho Cologne bi on say atese Chelsea Arsenal LP o say de bi akoda no enka no ombo emfa ema Barca omo enso football club awodina ye fancy
atade be fa title jerseys ada ne kon no so count ba na ne kon neck ni yamba neck no a title we view around the title no kon kama anefe pa you are bayam basa usha na bigua
onjira pick dia
cool so just say but who neck bia jersey be fa color no ho a no so kan ho ba
ye Chelsea take jersey near when neck no so Chelsea take kit
okay nipa so a mo no so kan ho no ha jersey ni dey o de share vata no what are you show be say
yeah
okay
o say we V-neck bisa
V-neck fata the camera but that's eso no ho eso no ho
nti o say nkomo play
papa na de nani me fe pa but
just I can say no wonder say mwanga some fans
starting here be fe pa
I started lambase mo penifo no
okay yam fancy na kwa miki transit na ko ifa ana we are na open terms na onya manfo amama omo becho mo de
ai beche o ye beche say Ronaldo e dia bekum
okay
Richard Poku Boatin I only say the bia
o guma o mami nhwe
o Sergio bibia o
ni gia me jiwudi a e do bia na bia me ka say boni
Ronaldo nya de buy na chese ma let miki sa betum
okay
kwame ye becha ade
miki o miki ani asa ikoko wade wa na nwi ada
abre
odi we na ya abre
sim tu kwan
aya ogbebia ni aya okoyi
manko bebe
okoyi
wasa jabu
o kwa wasa se kwan ni
David
dena mo ni ayoko eleso no mo drive ko wa o mabana ko ni ayise mo jaro ade
futu kwan ta
wasa o di bibia fa bibia ko bibia ka o
bibia fa bibia
o yeso
of course wasa fo no so mo chia
bidi o so ba
mo sho ho pa
akoje samba
pa okay
police so akoje samba
police fo ne mo nyina
oh nice
mo so mo chia
okay bidi o so pa o da wana
me was be quite
okay
tiade channel drive ko
be quite hey
debi seshu be quite
okay now drive ko e na kwa na wa kakra tia mo ni ay go nza no wani mi nyam kakra wo mo yeti no ya already so uti ne yasem na wani na sa ko go aka oboji se de na unyi ye go be ke bajo
2 days ke ka hu mi no se hu achiro 2 days ke
ole efesia okwa wani mi ya aba fo mo hwe onu se enku
ai se mi tu
bisu go aba he na o de fa hu gu Derby.
Yeah, come on. Oh, Derby.
Okay.
Champions League, they say, yeah, normal.
Okay. You what it? Oh, Papa Betty. All right. Tony, okay, say Leonardo say.
Aye. Oui, Messi Ronaldo free. Mbappe. Yeah.
Mbappe.
Any name.
Okay, so no na dream said.
Aye.
Okay. We to make us be now dream who say okay, we can we na me so dream. Lumba and go fast as we buy. No me can see me at you. So no pay them can say maybe can be at you. O say Lumba can say uko kan tradition to mum.
Aye.
Uko kan tradition to mum. Twazo.
Odobe we den ken.
Yes, asem no kato. Na miki misime we kam so obi adwen kire ndi misime bisa miki so no so na adwen yes na adwen na me film de ada de fa sama na enu ho
ai
nanka oni moda
ai onyimu ba we dey say simple
kan be kan say na wan na to sa anyu no say kotu de hwan ya insu du we yere na o ma america
ebe yi wana
kwabe
yes den
ebe yi wana
emu den
o yere no ma
oh
And the people say
no.
What do you mean tight corner? No. We tight corner. We tight. Make to my catch off air.
No.
Make to my catch off air, but not on air. Oh, make to my catch off air. We are no more problems.
We are no more problems. Oh, okay. Where you remember?
Said you fast too. Oh, yes, fast.
We no more problems. And over you, mommy. More than careful.
Said you fast. Oh, yes, really fast.
Me say, there be me. Me say,
what the money probably bring? I'm doing you.
Me say, what's up for so much here?
The mother no man over farmer.
Police for Obugu wasa.
No want to know you.
Almost so much here. Aha. General. Kessben Kwechi. A corona me course was a job. Wow, General. Yendo BBS. I'm gonna cry.
All right.
Samba mako jiwo kroniso.
Wow.
What for fans?
Oh, fans, oh, fans, pa. Until Bompire, the Albo Biko.
Western region, Takradini, areas, Conofin region. Okay?
It's too much.
Region.
It's too much.
So you're gonna have Doma de GNC.
General,
you do border.
Police barrier, crowd do or road glass. Hey! Jolako! Now see. Yeah, Domina says someone Oman cry.
Cote d'Ivoire border.
Yes.
Oh, border guards.
Yeah. Just someone said you are no movie. But
we say, Umame, and they.
You one answer.
You one now.
What chance?
Some more.
What chance to save one?
Sampa. But me here problem to me.
Until why you
me
because Umamia baby. No, we never have a problem. More than ever was a problem.
Multi credit service loans limited.
Said you,
Obapa Joyce, no, mammy. You won.
Crew away the Adaroma.
Hey,
and can pay me.
You won.
Oh, said you,
but you wanna. Into the one record.
Said you
wanna. Hey, Tony.
Said you won. Said you. Said you.
I said, oh, daddy.
But they won't bet you. You are me. Maybe they won't bet you.
You what chance to save one?
Adaroma.
But you marry.
Crew away. Man empire.
Claire said, but you marry.
Said you.
We say Claire, so you marry.
Crew away.
We say Claire.
Crew away.
We know you not so you marry.
Crew away. Said you.
Go is out here. All right. Yonko. Tony Yonko.
Multi credit savings loans limited.
Bye. May you go to Quran. Go to Quran.
Multi credit semi fund to almost so many promotions from Kwabo. A save and win promotion.
When shaka crown, wine for Nini 0244 263902 0244263902 wine for Nina Kessben television see Monkas is here and I'm in chamo credit 20 cities credit the who used to be a network we used to be a member of 20 cities credit so to me 30 seconds I like Baba Shai
Sergio
Mami Rawa that is
Sergio Nyakopo to me alhamdulillah
Nyakopo
Sergio adum dumaya inshallah channel pana house of folk
Bass
no say you adem bass ya maka de teni o be the house of folk chi ko wa ko hwe house no wa start match o me the VIP bi na ko ye na o course na say you na wo soro o bo mo bokuma say the same thing me the same bass be say no kwata the same price say you utim the high end of that VIP na ebo no wo soro ebot na botim no ka na mama fa boss bomma board chairman Eurotoga fede sa course ni ya board members ni TI ti ne se nyame da o mani nyame abo na hase ni ankasa be nya basa sa ka no eso ate nti na mama boss nye bibia nye se bia se bi ye hunu eso basa da ti Star Life Assurance for so me bo ma baso ma ya de so mo de sa basa de ma haso for kisna nyame adma o mo sa partnership deal ni via via na fe basa no ma ba bi di a kire ha supporters na akoye mintimi put it that way strictly by invitation because of COVID in no more per se supporters ni be you know so Star Life asɔre on premises also na yɛbɛyɛ saa dwumadie no nti ɛkyena program no ɛbɛba so sɛ dwo ma me copy person so tentem Bontuku Express ɔse Club du Accra House of Folk La Kipa Echidata Celebration de Molé là-bas Quintation Oppressoir de moi au Toulé Formication Furka là-bas c'est du House of Folk goalkeeper Accra House of Folk goalkeeper fait ne Echidata c'est du no akware même ne da no
House goalkeeper Echidata okay
ewo aguna Swedro
okay
na se do according to Bontuku Express say
wow and you who TVC oh F meet you
what's it Bontuku Express ni bi mo waye no ni afutu ode ma coach ni ama odum ni say mama akora no position mama akora no position nkonkoye ba ko no bi se jo asma Bontuku Express what's it afutu ode ma coach ni ama odum ni say mama Richard Ata ne shebre no anasa na yi no na ware no enkoye ba ko ne bi sejo ba ko ne bi di o ka kwa se osi echi
goalkeeper asako ware free has
chese Richard Ata na ko ware
na me ka se goalkeeper ware free kotoko
se na paper no Bontuku Express ka se omutu coaching eniama odumfo se mo man ko ba ko ne bi
okay
akora ko ware ba ye no position ball no
sa okay okay so we the league bia nko
what did you want to know for niama odum se wutie Bontuku Express a wose mema nkonko ba ko ne bi wo na fe akora no ba no position no na aye ni da bi enko ne sa
okay ayo
Bontuku Express me das
mo monta de nefo
papa
wow
ijawo mo sejo we
ata
Richard Ata
congratulations
and is okay ko ntwa so a emu league de no so nsa brobe ese ke bo league ni bi de nka filensara
kasumesi
filensara part 1 and 2 no la coachie de la Club du Ghana préparation de configuration du Africa éliminé Chantilama au Brima autocation sejo according to la proca o se ne wi moye no malam kunadu wajatu so bo Africa sejo
ozi my malam
kunadu wajatu so bo Africa according to la proca
oh god yeah great
wanka bibia
mi zo da kwasem
nyeso na so me so people na dia ba
me si min so enti kwasem
o se malam kunadu wajatu so Africa no bebo
o da wasi
na ka kwase wa wan kusan consider factors be pray
o da wasi
stadium ya tutu park no so covid nipa mamma match sana people no ka samuso mbo ko Africa dia mun nya menko
se sub friends say masokran do ya malama sabanko so be friends say Saba the team manager stroke team manager stroke bakobika homiro fika okay yo yankoi
de wa mo Saba din ha
no mo ti ko
la proka
mati
so malam kunadu sa woka abriye na mdi chato Club du Ghana Soma appelez-vous d'Insan Crocroix Bandila moi Otilemon la soir volation de Chafiou Moumouni Anabila doublé à Kamenkon de la Joseph Faso la Troubu la Mont ay akwado tu abriye wo se ay c'est un groupe brebe comme nya Chafiou Moumouni enya Joseph Faso enya Anabila enya Kamenkon kan ye ka ko fon komba hayo
okay
tada people no kan
all right
esa kamalam credit sa kasa ko da we ya kaligi komba haye sana abriye kan na sedan ka kwa sedan kan nyame say just play away bus Sheffield Mumini Saudi Arabia Joseph Faso interlies echina o ba wa the place abi hunu Saudi people no ka say jo mawie
okay enti enso eno Alhaji Ashai Baba yeah that's it mission and then on man how now can't open bia petition forms for free Mr. Nyantechi Ashanti nkwa enya 9,843 Ashanti nkwa eko 10,000 And that's some Kitwakra. From the Vice Chairman of the movement, Mr. Joe Laka and Mr. Amidu Abdullah Kamarat, supported by Roxy Nejiyabua, Fox FM, Chairman Solo, Chairman Olise, Sishila, Chairman Kotoro, Tony Montana, Sani Kinfaisal, Audu Ebony, Musa Top Rankers, Majati Youth, Abdul Rashid, Coach Owusu, Coach Boateng, Coach KMA, Johnson Dixon, and Mela Nana Kwesi. God bless you all. We every coach, Kamarat, and pay eho and Abba. Kamarat, Yadasi pa Yadasi, na Akono Enwi. Afikra na yashase ye ba sisia na video hu bia no ye de ababe ka ho Kofi Achampo na tisai
nyame adaro mane compatible
ade na ase woni ase oni katai aseme a woni ni fana se kata
that's sorry na ye
obi anya ohwede
campus space ahye nso me nya bi nja me
obi nko bo waso
ya prescribe glasses 3 times na mami o me to na ne da baby because me shana me hire me the me shana me
o de papa
me shana me hire me the into me no pe me chinsa me wo me ensa o ama to no abodi me nya bi pe ni na kam de akata me dus me nya bi do me wa o de no ba ko na cha me sha
me de ba ka
and na ku fi ano you are kan madaro ma da dun dia
all right so what me ensa
me unu
okay
just me who am de to
me ba sisia na fi ya ba to aso dia ya ba Franco Naru na enche Newton enso ebewuram mamu nyina kwa ba eba program yi eso Andy me sha sem free ho weekend
but immigration for immigration ana
ozi immigration for immigration mentiasi
oh say no omo upgrade nti so no we immigration officers
oh okay enya border no ka border guard so me a man of old order
we support that right you know me
Mr. we say omo job brutal say bako from border guards
me that near no boss you know the whole Ghana
okay the
whole Ghana boss a controller general Kwame Esuatechi lawyer and said nema me ka baby nti me da yin ko pimo kentampo ko bo immigration for Ghana
we don't venture
Ghana Football Association of the Great Olympics for no say or you show what Great Olympics and director of Great Olympics
I see.
Several Ghana Football Association in many capacities, a peace committee, discipline committee, so we have to go to Kentampo to support him.
All right. We don't want to somebody achemi Marco Lua mo friends ranks from immigration to border guards. All right. We know somebody achemi.
We didn't answer sir.
All right.
As watch money security.
Who's alcohol? We these are your words. Me can what can this year man go for say
said the necessary immigration officers. Different sir.
All right. There be a small worker say security watch man.
So first no. Say we are watch man security near can ana
and the game. Mamintio why?
Okay, sir. Well, me started from Leonardo Arojo de Nascimento Asema Wakano say after Cristiano Ronaldo and the Lionel Messi, no, the next two kings to take over from them, Neymar da Silva and then Kylian Mbappe. Neymar there is no in doubt, and he has proven beyond every reasonable doubt at any stage or another opportunity now. But even at that same stage, only Messi and Ronaldo was shown the time and again say. He's the main man to take over from them. And there are games where with those players are overshadow or maybe baby. The typical example was his first Clasico at the new camp. And moving from Brazil to the Spanish La Liga. And the kind of performance I want in those times, Sergio. And in that time, baby, him go into the Neymar situation. And it's so clear, which I can skill set. What he has been able to exhibit, the number of goals, the number of assists, the level of creativity, and even taking PSG to the first major final in the UEFA Champions League is a big accolade because with all the great players in the game, it is only Diego Armando Maradona and Teki Sahara risk so be moved from a Barcelona team now one of the European cathedrals. Joining Napoli. Otimi coach achieve so huge in Napoli. E omisa wa anye the Champions League no. By the Europa Cup at that time, Obia Unha Diego Armando Maradona was so instrumental to the Napoli setup. Omutimi a bomb modern in those days. Inti name a skill set and what he has shown in the European game and at the World game, the only thing left. And it's so me and born home than when it comes to the World Cup. But 2 times at the World Cup, one at the semi-final, one at the quarter-final. Injuries are hardly baby into team prove beyond every reasonable doubt at the biggest stage of football. But Sergio, you know, Neymar is a quality player, and what he has been able to achieve, and they were proven on the field of play. No, all the big defenders in the game were turning Obia into shred, and all the big teams in the game, or they will be out on a level until we hear a lot to prove to show say he's that top quality player. But Mbappe. Sergio Mbappe so one player. I disagree with Leonardo say after Neymar and Mbappe never. I disagree with him big time. But so Mbappe so a young player coming through the ranks, winning the World Cup at that particular stage. We Abranti are a friend, a great man free. He is the next instrumental player or joining the French national team. And Sergio, Opien who sent him one day bonus Swani in the 2018 World Cup, especially in the game against Belgium. Obien was it was killing Mbappe, and the Belgian team struggled to contain him, especially when he's in attacking transition, or especially so once a France team no air boy in a counter-attacking system. So bet me stop Mbappe. And for him to win the World Cup for the first time after Brian Hudson Arante di Nascimento in 1958, a young boy all stole headlines at the World Cup. No, now Obejia to me say Mbappe more de bonne eswani. Luis Ronaldo also by 1994 in USA. But when your opportunity end to me amo. Apart from where Pele in 1958 was winning, now so many young talent through the ranks or exhibited top quality football at the biggest stage of football like Mbappe. But again, Griezmann was the main man at that particular World Cup. Mbappe so born home modern into Sergio. After the World Cup, everybody was talking about the next big thing in the French football. And after the World Cup, and Macane time and again said, so far the French players from Hugo Lloris to the last person on the field of player, Mbappe is the only player, Sergio. What you mean show the level of consistency? What you mean show the level of quality? But Sergio, you know, so we share PSG team here. It is a team that have so much quality. He's been protected by quality as well. And even with the French national team, Sao Kante, or Pogba, or Griezmann, at least you have quality around you. Sao Neymar, or Fabian Angel Di Maria, or Marco Verratti, you have quality around you. Inti Sergio, Sao Mbappe, Neymar or Deba, he come with goals, he come with pace, he come with tricks, he come with assists. We need Neymar Mbappe Deba. And Sergio, so checking Mbappe's skill set, no. Now she will be the Raheem Sterling, or she will be the Sadio Mane. At that stage, I'll perform you know me because all free country be the Senegal. The last time in Senegal saw making the list in a major tournament was way back in 2002 World Cup. I almost called finals in the AFCON 2002, and the last time almost have a ball finals of the AFCON. And the Sadio Mane, falling short when it comes to the international stage and when it comes to the international tournament. Into a World Cup in 2018, you Senegal no perform, but when they met Colombia and far more and Omentimia and Comani. But in the UEFA Champions League, he has been so consistent. Okatima Omukoko PMU okay, and in that particular final, he scored for Liverpool. Osai is so instrumental in the team. Almost had to copy him at the Wanda Metropolitano, and he's part of the Liverpool team that have won the Premier League for the first time in 30 years. The level of goals is not in doubt. What's the goals, baby? The Mbappe, the better Sadio Mane, you know, the final focal point, any ball here, the two at them. Sadio Mane lacks the composure and his ability to plant the ball at the back of the net. But when it comes to the total rounds, in terms of skill, in terms of energy, in terms of ball attacking players on who influence the game, Sergio, I don't think Kylian Mbappe is ahead of Sadio Mane. And the same thing applies to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling and so come from a national team at that international stage. And you have England after winning the 1960s. The last time Omo back to the semi-finals of the World Cup was 1990. And for a Teki almost 28 years again, and San almost about a semi-final at the World Cup. Raheem Sterling was part of that team. So check the semi-final of the UEFA League of Nations. He was so instrumental in that particular team. And Obian conquer Spain against England or Benito Villamarin. Ono is so instrumental. And Sergio Ramos Mubedia dance here. Adia Raheem Sterling de Babeka England team in home. And again, at that international stage, you will not have England living up to 8 billion. Until a player said you over fall short. But I feel Raheem Sterling individually, the level of quality, pace na Mbappe one obi, skill na Mbappe one or be ultimate take players on. Mbappe game nice all about pace and finishing. But Raheem Sterling in totality. Or when Yema be by Mbappe NB. Mbappe is a quality player. He has performed at the biggest stage of football. At the Champions League on team Liverpool, because anytime I name anyone of fairly big time, and the typical example was the game against Manchester United at the Parc des Princes, and even at the final at Lisbon. Name my party national account or beyond the number of chances decision making no let missing from his game. He's a good player. A young guy coming through the runs, but Sergio, I don't think he's better than these players. On him body, but he is some pejan and fenu baby omud edruno.
Name achievements, especially at the club level.
Sergio, Neymar, one. Or the Santos, edge the Copa Libertadores. Or the Omco at the finals of the FIFA Club World Cup. Then he moved to Barcelona. About Barcelona, no. Not the last time Barcelona edged Champions League was way back in 2010 was Stadio Olimpico. Almost Manchester United by 2-0. He won the Champions League. He was the top scorer of the Champions League that season.
Okay.
He was the third best player in the world that particular season, and I felt he was robbed. In the Champions League at the Parc des Princes, it was him. In the game against Bayern Munich at the new camp, in the game against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena, in the final in Berlin against Juventus, it was Neymar. And Sergio, the performance at the club.
PSG.
Sergio, it is the same thing that he's doing.
What did PSG? Apart from leagues, Sergio, French league. No.
Yes.
Europe.
Sergio Onyeshe. And I make us say, you have the European grandmasters. And take a young team coming through the runs, and we have a champions league me to that level now. And you have few teams that are Champions League in the first time. You have FC Porto, you have Aston Villa. But Sergio, check the amount of money Manchester City are pumping through their team. I want to more a final of the UEFA Champions League. Check the number of players are almost assigned the PSG from Zlatan, Di Maria to Edison Cavani. Name alone in 3 years injuries in quantity run of 16 no film. But when he was fully fit, Sergio, they are in the final for the first time since 1970 team. No. It may not be an achievement for Madrid. It may not be an achievement for Barcelona. It may not be an achievement for Bayern Munich. But Sergio, ask yourself, say Cristiano Ronaldo, who has scored more goals in the Champions League, a move from Madrid, and coach Juventus, or the Champions League, you know, what has been his impact in the Juventus team? Their best stage has been the quarterfinal, and Neymar has played in the final of the Champions League with PSG for the first time, 1970 team. So Sergio, that is a big and huge achievement for the first time in 11 years. PSG decided to almost spend so much in the market at the Champions League.
Okay. Oh,
the PSL.
Oh, okay, South Africa. Okay.
Sergio, it was a photo finish. Now here,
Nenika. Relegation for
yes. Once league almost started here, Kaiser Chiefs are dash until last 2 weeks. Now Sundowns airball. Now Kaiser Chiefs are lose to go home. And now Sundowns in almost share bet with that. Almost quack the league in the top, and almost never feel lose here. Until Kaiser Chiefs maintaining almost position at the first on the league table. Now last week, me will be winning a match. Until now, the last matches I will be able. Unfortunately, Baruka for no coach Sundowns were home no. And the Kaiser Chiefs airball on Saturday. And to know be a say magic almost conjure against the Piso Musmani side, no. Betting Ibiana. And to here, it was Memoledi Sundowns against Leopards. And you now Baruka for against Kaiser Chiefs. And the game minister say Anna Kamabili at Eshe go no the man Kaiser Chiefs in the 39th minute. And to know Kaiser Chiefs in the magic title na we. In the 59th minute, and a branch of friend Kalamba, and so take Canada Martima, a friend Baruka. And Oshe Sundowns are almost the normal has a second because almost strike and a mom hat trick in that particular game.
Okay.
It is a joke. You know. Numbers Kaiser Chiefs and to me and we need that particular game. I'm a Sundowns about before. And don't forget, last season our Sundowns are winning league. It take you on my last game against Free State Stars. And I'm with me with same thing to say the CA. Until you have Sundowns scoring a hat trick against a team Leopards or normal boy. And you have Kaiser Chiefs and no be any say, oh my da first on the league table in 375 days. Or move to me a client in the last minute. No, say Joe, and to me I'm far more. And you have PC Mosmania or to me at you know 10 times.
And Smithendorf.
Kaiser Chiefs managed by Smithendorf.
Yeah.
And in South Africa, they say no one say Smithendorf a specialist in relegation survival, mid-table specialist on team injury. Kaiser Chiefs LED PSL for 13 months. Do 13 months because of this corona we're not going to it. 13 months to now LED. It do be no chance. I'm bloody under 13 points. Now to they me some and be some have my baby.
Too bad. Oh, and Smithendorf. All right. Yeah, your Facebook Accra be watching the show live at Ashtown. Good morning, sir. Joe. Sheikh Suleiman. Anyway, Efrehin and Abba Madina. Is it Madani? Madani Futa. Sidi Madani Futa. Sheikh Suleiman Sidi Madani Futa. Watching you live from Brazil. Gosti Andrews. Also doing the listening live from Etimatim, Jamestown. And please help me wish myself happy birthday. Oh, Gosti Andrews. Even I wish you happy birthday. Kwame Bonsu. Also, you are talking about players testing positive. You were accusing the government of not allowing Ghana football to start. Sometimes don't talk like you know all, please. Somaila Ember Power watching. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, Facebook comment. Somaila Ember Power watching you live at Abuabu Post Office. Oyibo Boatin Nyinebehi watching you live. Hi Joe, people should watch out for Kumasi and Tikotoko because things will get better under the watch of Nana Yamponsa. Fabulous, the best. Greetings to Dr. Kingsley Nyako, incoming MP Kwadaso, and to Honorable Emmanuel. Okay, Michael Man Achu. Good morning, Sergio. Watching you live from Tema Free Zone. Yemfenusia. Yemasa abaso later. Na Kofi Chama before some call Marie Jatasono. Abranti bia bahasi CA. Emsa yeshe show na se na o kan say wani BBS me kwara me hu se BBS wani nanga o de be dey on studio haro. Abranti bi asise all the glasses be emso oton. And adwuma wo ye no no. En wo tuka hwi aba na odi glass abase yimu baako na fashe wani no so ay also the bro fashe na me fa ma na yi baako edoso efe pa enti o tie show live e wa adwuma mu na no atuka hwi de ay abrante no say friend no Joe ne jira hono simple man kante Joe ne jira ndo so me fa ma na yi baako ay Mr. da baro no okay ndi ba ko Mr. Edoso ndi ba ko na fa dia kan ma no no nsan fa nko na onkoton na ai ndi eno no do ya dance pa why no for me oh my come on hana wa bisu ne wa ndi ba ko iba ko na jo on fa dia kan no enko abiko oh yeah this nice I love this yes yeah we the bit ba kata share do so no this uhuba we amana kesekra all right marijata mami mra ho na fi anope mbobo so nkrankra jo ye da na sero na ye ba so ho na fi kofi we ne bit ba kata ayi no so
that can life do it
life we do wow okay marijata
Sayo Liverpool fans know a question why the club is not willing to cough out amount on between the Akwa Thiago Abba Bishop midfielder. And almost has to so many questions. Say looking at the fact that Osha EPL almost media one saka finally, and so Sikano Abba and Osha Champions League so more European performance across more final.
Segolin, eh? Oh, okay. Yeah, opposite.
St. Mary's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the power I do. All right, I'm doing another team. All right, ready to enter us. Yeah, that's it.
And the questions now is around why Liverpool Sikano Munsa Ekebi because I'm more winning laurels, but I want me and come market and to the sort of players and as a quality. I could be a Liverpool, I could do no. Oh, she said, come over improve your squad. No, certain players be a more French players are more here. Club bi no ko beja mo kwa na mo ko other players sejo edasoro and o hwe Chelsea on ton but the purchases crash e wosoro and o hwe ni sales no po esa wosoro say Liverpool you even expect say obe improve the squad no and Liverpool no a on ton be brave free and ono a on jai be brave so emba and so on to be brave emba
so the figures boy and I say numbers like 201 Chelsea 201
fee.
Okay, £201 million.
£1 million.
Okay, how much?
And a currency also in pounds. Yeah, how much? And a green no, so and a red no, purchases. So graph no, so detailed. Highlight by Liverpool at this point of the transfer window. No, say Joe, you drew. And Osha say Medical can say Minamino and Desmikas. These are two players that can share comparatively. I want me improve those players also CA. For instance, but FA Cup final, about the Champions League semi-final. Robertson as a left fullback or pra. Now, another quality experienced player. Ababe Jumano at the 45th minute. Next Mikas, Olympiacos left fullback. A player at the top elite level. No, so you want me gaining experience. So me upgrade Liverpool squad the OCCA. But Marco Fanaba. And the next graph, no, best also detail how comparing to more sales, Liverpool that's the CA. So Joe, you realize that Liverpool across the last 3 seasons, we are sure they can say more gross purchases. And then on net sales over compared to the other clubs in our EPL, and apart from Tottenham Hotspur or also say Liverpool is also at the last. Say more my year or be the to play. Tottenham Hotspur, we all know saying the last 2 summers a to player. Last my player and that to compare Liverpool and comparing their revenue strength almost to be Liverpool for the fact that be a new stadium the capacity alone no enough. And of course almost also bought Wembley at the time now no more constructed almost stadium no. And so we compare Liverpool to the other top 6 clubs now. So Liverpool as also a to be. Liverpool is not willing to spend. But say compare Omusika Eba Sejo. Liverpool is top of the table. Incomes, cash flow, but Premier League anymore, especially almost 62% increment in commercial deals. Started from the last 3 summers. Omo revenue na sa kosoro. Nemum Sejo nima 2 and on the budget of Liverpool way down. A player amortization and then wages. The player amortization, me say auto player to say 5 across 5-year duration. Treaty clubs and treaty player to say assets, and so write off the cost to say 80 million at one point. Name accumulated years, 5 years, no market, write off 80 million across the 5-year duration, and that's a contract and a length. And so each year be a number right part of the 80 million off. So Osha Klopp, or Salah, or Mane, or Firmino. These are not players as a job Thomas is here and press and your profit. A place I be right on cost year in year out. And so cost that's what Liverpool books so. But Omobati cannot at the end of the 5th year. Virgil van Dijk another player on Tottenham is here. This is the player amortization Liverpool budgeting down. And of course the wages and 58%. A year of wages to turnover this season at the highest in the last 4 seasons. It started from 57 in 2016, about 58, and then 58 this season. It means that the turnover Liverpool making said your wages in for 58% of it. And notice cash flow apart from revenue now increase the cash flow and casa ebano £29 million, and when the physical cash physical table we show also, and the Liverpool is not willing to go to the market for another player, and everyone was through brave. And until that's why I said, "Your money and I'm costing on. I want to mean other teams and compete." And Chelsea go for top players, but Liverpool budget elements of Mosadebeya, or Mutimin for beer and the American owners and the Asian owners, or to pump cash out of any other sources. And Liverpool is so restricted, so Mutimi Yisika Sebi and Yako market because Sikana Baby Breno. The consumption, huge part of the consumption, the amortization. Players do a right of across 5 years, 4 years, and then 6 years, more on the current wage bill. And then 2, the expenditure it may swallow the whole revenue as a Joe Eba. Liverpool air struggle, but the type of owners and one and more struggle. Or more American owners, and the whole idea investment.
Okay. Marriage at Lene Juada, Kankra. Na Yanko Facebook view. If you have comment, if you want, na me pe comment a constructive about program no. Na at mama comment ho na fe aboa ma bibia koso fa good musa. Baby on ma with a basis no throw bibia also all access to friends no what to be opibia. Ada hadwin kakra. One boost akwen toka most of the time I jai Facebook. You can create a few. I may call other which me aboa program. But I'm team back of it. We can was watching and listening live at Kona Ayata Kona. Good morning, Seju. Eugene Calipo as watching you live from Wiamwase. Okay, Kessben Sports, I can't live without you. Munti Kwambo Subium. The ma earlier comment, you know. Yeah. Say make us no tuno down, eh? Motro and not to. What kind of comment no here?
Yes.
Kwambos, I see you are talking about players testing positive. You are accusing the government of not allowing people, of not allowing Ghana football to start. Sometimes don't talk like you know all, please. Kwambos, now I throw help you on Facebook. I say, what is sports university? When you just talk when you are on air, you think you are the best. When the man in power thinks about the nation, Joe thinks about his pocket. What is the basis for writing this? I follow for we say. Can you tell us your basis for saying sorry? We say what is really your point, please? But I say I don't know why pronounce the word way. I don't know why you foolishly come out on social media to make such a baseless comment like this. So what I say, they say in Ekoso. So why do you have to waste time? In Zambia, any basis, no be able to not kick and some say, yes, government, my mobile, and why Bonnie, I don't know.
Dr. Okoboy say, Fabuchiba, be at the positive. I mean, it does this.
I did a couple players of what is positive about Brucey. You also players in COVID-19. Me, Mr. Gavin, now I know what not will be on my way to any pocket. Me. What have I done?
That's it. You started football this year now.
Oh my God!
But so we can't stop. We can't stop taking the Facebook comment.
Yeah. But so these things, right now, you free. Now make kind of on the channel. And as somebody might waste time making comments on all these things.
Sometimes so grand see through. Yeah, now be feels be our favorites there. No. Sometimes you grant to look for those that will help the program.
So just say, in the day, that's me concentrate on the baby. And I'm on phone. Just say, all right, all the same. Okay, we say good. Watara, oh my God, this morning you made my day. Akwakusi Kapa, or say, oh Joe, Kwame Mickey will take his wife because his mom is no more. Kofi Siapon, or say, I'm watching you live from Boston, Massachusetts. Wow. Emmanuel, or say, Asiedu, I didn't do some more on Facebook, you know, Eric Dako, Obrimpong, Kodia. I can't live a day without watching Kessben Sports. Kessben Sports is second to none. We say the answer is Kofi. Sims Kofi Mensa. Okay. Mickey Opolo Ana Akria, is it high class? Wow. I'm watching you live from Drobo BA. We really appreciate your hard work. Yeah, that's it. Akria high class. We love you guys. Edosun. Sergio, this morning, in fact, those of us in Accra are not happy at all. We are demanding that Kessben FM comes to Accra as soon as possible. Sports is not for Kumasi people, okay? Alone. Sports is not for Kumasi people alone. We are lacking quality sports programs in Accra. All right, the Fufro and so the Abba, I don't know, Abuaji Isaac, Mensa, and Aqua Harrison. Maybe be but later about Facebook comments, no, so you. Your SMS. Nafi Mimra, Franco Naru.
Yes, I do.
Na ye mop up no na icing on the cake.
Me that's it.
Frank.
Okay.
Me the photo bit was make him fan to TV no so. Me one day be me anjo.
Mickey photo.
Manchester for me home Jesse.
Hey,
I say, you know, black and white tough na.
We are
Just baby.
Yeah, Kessben television.
Munko from select Jesse. So you and I cry my side you cry you would you kind of cry.
we are Jesse.
Say Mukala.
Ya ma shabu ball.
Zebra no. Zebra no. Power umbuka.
What's the tom tom? Unu tom tom.
Okay. So you for na me to Kessben TV so no pam so san review na you do win here. For na me dey buy no fam na me do win here na fe you fa the credit no man CCI. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm so we san for here hwan ya. Ano hwan ni?
Systems go fi me sa.
Ano unfa mic no man no. Ano wa hane. Ano wa hu we a oba firi akosi a.
Na jo.
Hwan ni?
Na osima hu a me mani use the gas senior me hu ni.
Yeah, no.
Me gas.
Nti na TV si hu. We.
Yeah, you know.
Why ye?
Mani no me hu so.
Okay.
So mensa na.
He wants mensa. Oh. We Asad Mala. Asad Mala.
Yeah. That can be cut you.
Asad Mala. And Mickey want to win here.
024 272 3345.
Okay.
024 272 3345.
All right. Mitchell, for the credit man is here. 024 is MTN. For man is here. You see Ronaldo Adaruma. Or the baby gum from Virginia. USA. Yeah, that's Ronaldo. Okay.
Yes, but Francis Labi 11 wonders player. Na ne back fee. Adam Labi 8 years and wishing happy birthday. So you the course so
11 wonders over for Wodwane. I feel birthday no akojaba.
Oh, Debbie. Francis Labi show you on Facebook.
Which man?
I take you back with Makwa.
Meet my what do Lagos no, a rose. 11 wonders. The position demanded so much. What I'm doing at 11 Lagos Cities, it doesn't demand I stay there.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Sergio, a PMO Arthur Ashes Stadium, Mecca Queens, New York. A confirmation of say a cat tennis discipline any omumra omumfeni agro na nyamia nimni ni pe nim na de na ato Nova Djokovic no me yama no because yes omomuhwe TV no obehu what happened na oni Pablo Corena Basta and the apempem so and Abrante any breaking ne design ne serve no and then I say ho yaudie and a boy sheni botum uyi ball na no de racket ne hit ball no it's not so clear. I doubt if he saw the woman before the ohuma me no and no share that a ball at the end of the ball no but tennis for them rano I does a wu ya na wen no the moment I obey the way no emrano no more apply no straight away as a you film you stop the game no na you disqualify ema film na omuyi no initially no mze ohwe ya one officiating officials no ebe argue ya but they explained to him say crash ade na wa ye no indeed untumi entwa akansi no so ohwe ya the same in a game na nkasa o ye similar one odikai racket ne the ball from luckily for him and hit obia and this time around my minimum oba brewa o and a born minim we no try so be kwa kosoma minimum yes
the wo benkum was benkum afaso no say mama bi ti form wo sa fa the earlier video no mra mama ni ti form ma o so mu
a born minimum uti sound na utim so kem na mama no so no hwe so enim na distance too close to antima anya ho hwe and no more in a film. Now it's so sad for Utie an apology no the by now. Clearly he's losing a loss. First of all, Ubeshemwa Sika and Kaise Unyano or this tournament inano almost over forfeit. Even up to the stage no Bodru, he will forfeit it. And all the points are when Ankebe supporting the ranking. Currently, he's the world number 1.
Okay.
And all the points that Ubenya gather up to the stage now, points and of course, he's in super form. This year, Okwa 26 games and winning. So clearly, he was on the verge of winning.
That game we know lose.
Yeah, this game he was losing. He was losing, and the frustration here then. But Sergio, looking at his experience and everything, I feel that he could have recovered and win and progress. What it means is that was losing the chance. He's won 17 Grand Slams. Roger Federer 20, and then Rafael Nadal 19. So potentially, Nanko Betimi are close to 18. Now be 18, 19, 20. He's 23. So among the three, he's the youngest amongst them, and potentially he could have even catch up Roger Federer. It's so for just a simple mistake or a simple madness in a moment, it's cost him so much. The sponsors I shall say complaining, and it's so sad for Novak Djokovic. Well, apologize, but hey, who cares about the apology? He's lost it. Or dramatize it.
Yes,
because I didn't know Nyashi.
I know Nyashi. Tennis. What will be that? Tennis.
Oh, the bush.
Tennis. Obi two no keke si. Obi two ball.
I know.
No, obi two ball no keke. Never ball baby. I say when you home baby.
Especially no
rehearsal. I'm telling you. No more tennis da. Obi di bracket no boom kakra bi be ball ni ho. One you say you Google ni so a. Me obi mo bi da o se ma me advertising. Ntesa o.
She's not.
So say hit ade no. That's the ni ko to hospital because of where you are say mo. Oh, you think say pa.
But ni minimum say the truth no. Nti na na ni sa reso. Ma me no so mfie sa
ko.
And I was check the proportionality of ball no see the need you go.
And when your first time why all these as
yeah. I think 2016 or so he did some similar thing. It is a bit unfortunate. Sergio, Spain your Maya, your talenta, omuni huna. Enti enye wan say Ubenya Spain ya kwada o ye 18 years no obo national team no. The last time they had it was 1925.
Wow.
So some 95 years ago. And Abranti Ananimfie a year 18. Usi Akama Spain national team.
I see.
Enra and as over the weekend. Of course, Thursday, Ansumani Fati in your chance to play for Spain against Germany. But only Ukraine game, no, and now this stealing headlines in our Twatana game. And of course, Amana Babi breaking a record that has been there for some 95 years. Now you ask yourself, say, yes, a lot of people will be some who say so. Aprantiana oba beshe Messi anaino onunini ana. So many people have their doubts. Some of us believe that Messi probably had
unanswered. Though I've done my own independent research and found out that Joachim Löw has been with German national team from 2004 to now. He was the assistant coach from between 2004 and 2006. He became the head coach after Kessben, and the rest is history. May the Almighty Allah bless us all. Alaji Mama Salia, when she banda line, and so that we ebre.
Sergio, Alaji Mama Salia. It do baby, I want to say we are answering questions which people don't know. Sometimes, as you baby pa no say that they are babe to ana oh say I feel the answer now man wow the answer about the video why you investigate the answer questions
if you are time no
but we which is on one say so if you know how to investigate and get the answer why do
all right then to us Alasa Bosengwase General, the question you asked Mickey and Tony no one can answer. No one can answer it, trust me. I feel for Novak in the US Open and was disappointed in Roger and Nadal doing video to laugh at him. Again, we plead with our board to allow Kofi Koje to leave if only the board blah blah blah. Okay, Alasa Bosing was on the way buy. Before commercials can be about. I mean, Musa Miki has said, "Me, no, or pray no sa went to me. Musa Tony was went to me."
And also be into me answer.
Also be able to answer that question. Oh, you know, boy, is a big cancel and I say, you know, boy, I say, Sakoto, the insure for where you're now, Umamia, be you wanna. A chance to save what?
Maybe, mammy. It's me, mammy.
No, you know.
Does that mean they met my wife? na mama de we de anya foforo
also be obe answer be obe case
papa me
Odi je woni lumba ya adwen.
Sen.
Aluma okay luma no.
Lumba the other side.
Also me ko kan tradition to me.
Odobe udi ni.
Ba wo de o ma me ne wo be yu ma me. O yiru mu.
No,
lumba bo sa anyum no so bra na ne ma me ewu. E no ko fa akora wo ne ma me tia se ne ne beboy.
Wow.
Odobe udi
du wo yu wan.
We yira na ma me. O say you say obvious.
Wo yu wan.
Yen ka say we know you.
Wo yu ma me. Now yiru mu.
Na we ne den. Ha dream but
ha dream. Na we ma ansa na ngai dey.
Me so si ansa na.
Wow.
You ma answer. And so you ma.
Bari ka tabe yu wan.
Me mame. We me nwene ho tu kra.
Obi abi ni ma me.
Jumo mo obi abi yu ma me.
Eni ento.
Wow.
See any ex-man.
Papa kini ne yiri ti etika mu basisi ya na me kana no pa no. No oso be yiri ma e kura yi na nim tika no.
Donado.
Oso na ono ame no ready na di obi.
Oh, no come am wa mana no.
Wow. Hey, yo, we go brai. Asemo Lumba, asemo ya koka yi. All right, yeah, go brai. Yeah, basisi ya na ba beto so dem obi enchekura.
Kessben TV on your TV DJ box. Scan now.
Kessben Sports. Kessben Sports.
Yo, Yansha, best Medianai, I then in local source no, and so Kakra Kessben 3.3 live on Kessben Television. My greetings to you all this morning as we await the naming of the new crop year management. I really hope Nana Yamponsa carefully selects competent people and not people based on friends and management based on friends and cronies. If he wants to succeed, he shouldn't include any of our former management members because most of our supporters have formed an opinion about them, which will be very difficult for some of our supporters to accept them back into the team. Competence is a watchword, though. Sergio, yesterday was my 5th marriage anniversary. Victorious Collins. We wish you all the best. Okay. Mickey Atrasi. I say most of these guys who insult on social media are attention seekers and highly ignorant in their write-ups. They don't respect age. Boss, it is a pity, especially when you view their profile. They are small boys struggling to achieve something tangible in life. Greetings to my colleagues, Rauf and Obiba. They worship Kessben Sports religiously. DD, Akumada Senior High School. They also buy Anopei and no. Okay, Nana Hindia. Also say, Nana Hindia, boss, kindly read this message to them. Thank you. We love you, boss. Sometimes we wish those with blah 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 integrity are not entertained on this special platform. Those on Facebook should be mindful. Okay. We M1. Okay. Already, friends, he also the just here. Gakofa same people. To the emphasis with the Nebia. Minimum some over reacted to Sansam. Say mo pese neda nanape neda mo pera nanape. Nanape o mining ina ngofo enyinya covid wa buchire players ni nya no ya betra heka mo anso mo se nanamie football dumpa se players ni nya covid ana nya no be na mba yansa na miki aba
what can say se what can say there na ene kana no to be honest with you over the weekend no more here home wo nkan we nipa bit match of videos covid nipa but what I say and then just say covid na twa won kan and e be airport and just a COVID. In fact, the Deputy Minister for Health, I confirm, said, Mufia Buchra, but be tested positive for COVID. And so still, say what you do, people are coming.
Yeah.
And you try and then manage the situation, put up measures. Our office will be to me, I mitigate it, and I say, in combination, zero, but the baby cry, I mean, very, very minimal. Some identity. Now, you see, politicians are moving around, no more water region, no more connoted region, no more quiet. Are you saying COVID in Ghana now? Or Ghana, so when you football number starting nature, indeed. Omo de ba say foreign way now e be matter positive no. They're still playing their football. They're still playing their football. As I speak to you now, that time omo a list of countries in Africa. I do omo bobo. You never turn up South Africa league no Mlusanda be san Kaizer Chiefs no. Don't you know South Africa no offense COVID did no omo nyam do so Ghana for. But they are playing football. Nigeria government and they say government no, the federal government so be for transportation and hotel for the Nigeria league to start. The government is going to pay for transportation of all clubs and hotel accommodation for all clubs so that the league can start in Nigeria. Mali Airball League. Every coast is coming to start their league. Meanwhile, the football crowd now no people Ghana crowd pay status West Africa start in other countries start to be. But other countries ahead of us almost starting. Beyond that, go to Somalia, Omubo League, Zambia, Nanu Nomu Eketeli, Tanzania there. And now no Kromo yes December day no. And he was with 60,000. One stadium, 6 jam packed. December day no. The stadium was jam packed. The following weekend, Omusambo Cup between Simbane one. So go to Egypt. Yadaba said John Entry and I set a record as the foreigner watch 100 goals in the Egyptian league because we can move on match. Pyramids could lose away to Eguna show 2-1. But John Entry shares our goal no. Amananya 100 goals in the Egyptian league. So Egypt they are playing. Meanwhile Egypt Omo won do so check Ghana for. Omo manya COVID do so check Ghana for. Morocco they are playing. So you can say because Sebia can say Abuche play bianya COVID we must not play football. No, all
right.
We
don't
govern like that.
Okay. Now Robert
so you can Medical make it 2 statements or and I still stand by it. Say one, in all aspects of our lives, senior brofuni yomuniama no ye wechiri ye ndru omu enti bibia no yentumi nya ne tse no moye no ne senti conditions ni measures omu di gu kwam ansa no moye omu football no se kase ye be bibia pepepe yentumi moye football. The second statement is that Omai biara abaya udi omai so no e wasede se nyuma e wukrum honom no oberhese nyuma no engu. So government has responsibility to ensure say football in this country because entin hihye ehuhia se ye ansa na yabo football no eni kwan se ye ka say football for no nko asudie a partnership abaya no ni football for no so omu kan bom no mo hwe kon be fa so aye nhihye ama football aba back. Nanado said he knows how to turn the economy back. Some of us have confidence in that statement, and I think that part of such responsibility no and it's a omni football for kan bom no mo hwe kon be fa so ama football na aba back. Nigeria bind there way a part of the responsibility say or has a football na nipa bebre any living through it no e beba back honestly. So biso o twaya me aka say COVID the free we say ansani abo footballer. None of us sitting here knows when I beka say COVID na ko until we need to have measures around it. That's why in a various aspects of our lives, education, transportation, politics, ni nyina e koso inti abai no man ani nko ho.
Okay.
No ni football for munye we say ni na me so me ye abo a na ye football no yabo.
All right.
Because Crawford bo se be yenso enya da paafo. Say yenso yentumi mobi.
I called my wife now to ask her if I'm going to die and her mom is going to die. She should choose one. She chose her mom. I told her no more of money again. She should go and ask her mom. Watara Mamuda. Hey Stephen. Rasta. They say, Joe, greetings you all. I'll save my wife for the sake of my children because they need a mother more than a grown-up like me. Rasta the way for the and Rasta, good morning. You can't hear Dua, our brand is
That no can say Macau. As you mammy knew we didn't one you.
It's not the reason. The reason is
that's all the normal
General,
local source.
Football, back in Abu Jones, Akasa found, or see there is no way another on the Kasabi or Bekasabi. The next Kasabian also be football. And non politics near ma or more year of foot Ghana also be football, my football team Koso. Abu Jones.
For 3 years, we have not played any serious football. That is terrible. And I just hope that as soon as possible, the president will lift the restriction on contact sports, because I do not think that there's any good reason today, looking at what is happening in the country, looking at what happened with the MPP primaries, what happened with the nationwide voter registration exercise, what happens in our markets all around the country, what happens in churches and mosques. And for you to say that they are unlikely to promote the spread of COVID-19, but if a football team is training where you require not more than 30 people in training in a very open field where social distancing is already, or where what I will call special distancing is already guaranteed, that will be a danger to, you know, and to promote the spread of COVID-19. I don't think that argument holds. So I just hope that at the earliest opportunity, maybe in the next week or so, the president in his last update a few days ago said in the coming weeks he will take a decision. I hope that decision will be positive.
Jones Alasabu and or the same way at the Atuja at the Fagana say football and Sansuba Bakano. General Nanaya Amponsa said confirmed Bometimi and name Dasobre, Imano Dasobre, Edun Como Ewie. A Brantano contract on the manu, on the command, or make changes or the command Kotoko the command bium, or make changes occur 3 times, or maybe a feign no be sign a contract no or sign a contract na no achi ne dwumedi ase e de makuma ase asante kodoko wa jetum se dwuma no oba be ye de makuma ase asante kodoko boboko no. Apart from no management members no
and that's where you hold the picture of team.
Aye.
What's that fantasy doing? Oh, nice man.
Yes.
Okay.
Ti obakuma ase
no the GF deputy general.
That's where you FA.
In terms of rank, deputy general secretary.
Okay.
Our Ghana Football Association. But in terms of function and office, is the club licensing manager. Our Ghana Football, you know. And in fact, club licensing instructor for I think CAF and FIFA, you know.
Okay.
And he does a lot of things to be one of the brilliant guys. Our Ghana Football Association.
Okay. It's a bad say. You have say bad say or be fast job administrative managers and take otoka. So positions in Ghana so the two ana.
Said GFN did or resign.
Resign. General Secretary FA.
Yes.
Then you know with my
club license.
You know, CAF. Club licensing instructor no any no send it there say be so kotoko juma be man timer
okay
first call ebia call Somalia na koye we say na kotoko juma no antama then you can go any there say international way CAF we it don't necessarily have to be working our Ghana Football Association to my even though oye juma Ghana Football Association in his role as the club licensing manager JF na or the namo akuduru waye instructor no but once he's an instructor but what I say you don't necessarily have to be an employee of the finance and wait me ISR but obviously the role or the position at the Ghana Football Association he may have to resign from those
deputy general secretary
yes and then the club licensing manager at Ghana Football Association.
No say committees Libya club licensing.
That be club licensing committee. Sa committee in there. Yadam for Dr. Banu Akuna chairman. But no na the club licensing manager. In the committee ni task be and Penuro as the club licensing manager and he will serve as secretary to that committee.
Okay.
So committee no take a decision on that, but he is the technical person. Are you get what I'm trying to say? He is the technical person.
I see.
Because he's been trained in the club licensing scheme and any procedure and new regulations. He's the technical person, or so he's the club licensing manager of the association. Was Dr. Banu Akune, maybe Samano, any you always have good friend. Okay, me down for no one a committee. But do you get the difference?
Yeah. Into your faculty, you man, I saw this one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. And we are referees. There be.
Maybe a chairman, a committee.
A committee.
To me, and you
over football, as a club position, we are all the end the inter. Don't mean that.
Impo. Me, and can normally know. And give a bit me class, I club a Juma. But Ghana, any thinking in Ukrano. I may even think, say, be a Makokofa, a Premier League club, if you say, oh, because Mejumana is so far from appointing referees. Referees committee appointing referees. But then the Crampono, I may have to consider whether to continue or to leave. So that be I'm going as a monk.
Okay.
Once I made a committee and yeah, staff, but to say referees manager, Mr. Alex Cote. So Kofa club of Juma so resigning from referees manager or in the street. Okay. But because he is a staff, an employee. Once then the committee to just everyone.
Dear the member will be Adjatums of administrative manager at my club. Na Okuta National General Deputy General Secretary Ghana Football Association club licensing one position holding or Ghana Football Association.
Should I be honest with
you? Now to administrative manager. Not the CEO.
Should I be honest with you? Imada Sibre is one of the people I'm so close to our GFA. I mean, one of my friends.
Yeah.
And himself and myself, I discuss it at the way. But the only thing I mean is the opportunity to see the contract.
Okay.
I think the offer. I think it's the offer.
Okay.
I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
Because beyond that,
I offer na. Menya background about Nema Kotoko Yamano.
Okay.
Offer no complete.
Okay.
So I think it's about the offer.
All right.
What I say?
Yeah. Hey, no for the same one because you know every one oil.
Man must.
No, alone he had been living in Accra.
Bema. I say you. We are Jumana uskabefi. I know what I'm So for you know, Ebiana the terms na work kotoko juicy as compared to what is earning or Ghana Football Association.
We name
challenges.
Madria Basu there, Nana Posaka is a kotoko a bigger MPP NDC kotoko you bigger than FE boss FE so as man cake I am Mama Diga Crow.
It will be some challenge.
Kotoko. It was a Kawe FE
GF Deputy General
Club Diemu now so club. Entwas we didn't teach him minimum one
say the Kotoko
make point about could be a very important last one.
Them can say to be some challenge. You'd want challenges around. Okay, why you've seen it all. Because even at the FA, he's moved from places. So I manage Pram there as technical person, Sana, Oba mainstream or GFA headquarters. And then they make catch say with club lines in no man. And year one. And it to be so what do you call it? We pay the right term. You see
the working environment.
No, me pay the right term. No, me not the right term now. No pressure. If I get the right term,
so
challenge.
Oh, challenge is my Canada. Every time we do,
who go school KTI. So now we KTI.
Dari what's the politics?
Kepoli. Okay, go on.
No, before Kepoli, go be answer now Kepoli.
Same years.
Okay. What I'm saying is sometimes okay, I'll be here. But now I'm getting everything. What am I saying? I just said you can be in some marriage. I mean everything is provided, but you know you're not happy. You're just not happy. You just want to move on. It happens in life. And yes, sir. It happens in life.
True.
I'm saying that person referring to as the working environment. The situation be our deputy to be. Deputy now and be cry. You shut that amount that recognition and deputy position be brain no new authority a baby our boss but administrative manager of a club no more or less no one away run a club no even though the CEO is there. But in terms of administrative issues, you are the head. And he's moving from a deputy position to maybe a position where he's going to head administrative affairs of one of the biggest clubs in this country.
The biggest club? They're one of the biggest clubs. Kotogon, that's the biggest in Ghana. So why do you say one of the biggest?
Yeah, no, Pempi, no. Pesa argument, baby.
Argument.
No argument, argument. That is not an issue of confidence. When you talk about big, then obviously you bring in the other parameters, trophies and so on. And argue several times. And in order not to raise that argument now. It's been kind of strange. The biggest club in Ghana.
Confirmed Oba Obejuma Ediama Kotoko
Galactico of administrative.
Yes, a personal no contract no Bruce.
Into my contract
my contract I was signed for 3 years. But almost permanent so better now sir.
Omanya obi pa
general.
Huge.
Manuel.
I'm telling you. Okay, later we will see Papa we won some. When Papa we transfer secretary to yeah.
I'm the football administration. Oh, chef in Papa Hono.
Oh, Mr. George, that's
George Dasubri. Not Papa a big time sponsor.
It's general no necessity and apart from no omunyan confirm any other management any branch manager no ma confirm je be nyina no say speculation so mo twen board meeting no and then other management members beko ne asan confirm omo e de amomo
to manya branch manager
administrative manager branch ne Brahafo David Obey na aba so fantia no nhihie da o and na January na ne amponsan so and Yusuf Alasa chipsa o mesia mpre mienu about a strike deal no o me di nkomo dia found na dem tin say wo ma terminate a contract no omumienu nyina agiatum at terminate contract na I'm okay to me check it from Yusuf Alasa chipsa the side no so mun terminate contract no na kotoko enim termination no nyema wo so me e de fa termination no eho eno ne say the city meeting me so ma terminate contract
almost meeting it is about terminate contract now after you see chips I will say
no a different thing
where me ayika can say what to necessitate the meeting and say find means of terminating it now offer one part no say so terminate we him do and just a meeting no man can can you come account wa say anything mu terminate and
me fresh chips are no pay
okay
you understand
normally no they will meet now ebia okay we are not happy because of ABCD you say terminating then okay we agree but these are the enema somewhere na into na one party will assume that since no
but we've agreed to terminate isn't it and the argument involves certain steps to be taken and some why you say and so then you present it as such.
Something our chief secretary say unless those conditions are met for him the contract is still
okay but where we agree with
by principle
statement say they've met and they've mutually agreed to terminate the contract through these processes way or
go next door
all general and then say this brand ko yie papa and so Kumasi Asante Kodoko pharmacy Mr. Jordan Makot sinim say Kumasi Asante Kodoko kanom de no betua e de ma no gidie se Kodoko e betua yentie kakra na
they are I've worked for it. Why not? I've worked for it and I have to be paid and I know they will pay.
How soon?
I don't know, but they will pay.
I'll take it so don't make status.
And we haven't gotten to that stage. They haven't gotten to that stage.
Georgia Mako pharmacy o de Kumasi Asante Kodoko one so say more what they and so atu edwanom ye beto so won semfo from enko aduana stars aso ye obeka the place num edi metu dwa say December no mo contract wi na December mo contract wi no ebewu
December
ebe sorry
December ebe na mkoda no wi
ebewu pacho ebewu manu fumi
no we go to so we kware onye kibra
ebewu
to me enye bi ni we no
nti ebewu but almost answer me renew contract no I was say kadada no contract no win also mutua at the moment answer no renew contract no and said it yeah Mohammed and Dr. Koko Frimpong na afre ya penyipa wada eduana stars no da to nanim so onya ya Mohammed
Timura
ama wɔse mpanyinfo management no enhwɛ na so omunye kwan ombefa so a ombetima ma yaya akɔ on loan no nti omse by Wednesday de ometima wie bibia ma yaya Mohammed enso etimi adjoin Ash Gold on loan no ebe no kwede mefa bintu aso na se yɛnhwɛ tele
okay Heart of Oak any Kofi Koji sensem so kosi say
Heart of Oak no Kofi Koji sensem no yate se Kofi Koji enya deal what $200,000 Sani yate
that figure na Freddie mo mpeso obeti because oni me be that figure ni free
no the bottom line is that there's been approaches on per boy no but you know these Arabians most times some they work from there's I think they've been back and forth about 3 times of about to focus holding out for $200,000 yes somebody 200 I reject you
okay
for this kind nobody bani from
okay
that has he paid $200,000
okay
think for clear
all right
as if say Omanya offer because we Ghana
almost can say go for no I offer 200,000 has I reject
no
okay
has mom I hear say they are holding out for that but can go for the ban issue I didn't form until they've come back like 3 times
okay.
But what must say in all situations we increase because now you Ghana club now will be the $200,000 about player one Joe a fair deal
sir
yes
player no level to say
now level baby you tell me Ghana player level baby
you fan say 20-21 year old
tell me
they fan say me more beardy
and I'm so player anybody in the Ghana league $200,000 represent very good deal
so I can say player bien will bet me I come more than 200,000
obi bet me come more than that say depends on club crocker but the point I'm trying to raise is say player be obenya $200,000 I want currently or Ghana league yeah we more proper football for 3 years obi the $200,000 about player one a fair deal
wow
tell me player back up Ghana say
when I may struggle to go
yes any player in Ghana now obi the $200,000 at the bar one Joe a fair deal
wow
come on Europe or buy a now bobo Africa no how much did a Esperance pay to Kotoko $150,000 and then a Kotoko a cow would do Esperance in the egg to settle matter player no has foka 77 predator ne born true valuation e $200,000 now
I see and I play no Kotoko
tell me player no Kotoko and valuation e $200,000
now Koji kakra a fair division player and Oba has the first season he gave 2 goals the second season 6 goals into somebody $200,000 so a huge amount
100,000 crazy
oh yes was a has very rejected 200
no
said a circulate
no has mom na pay $200,000
okay
and the thing is they are now negotiating and it's not like even the Angrophone they are Banochroma rejected is that the negotiation phase
okay and stories now weekend if you never pay names the PP Kovia
yeah football should come back and I'm the Honorable Sports Minister or Congress Nasi TT Nanado ni latest address to the nation okay say so no I didn't follow football he's a lover of football to back because sub-region has in come like I said the Nigerian federal government has offered to absorb the cost of transportation and accommodation Emma league clubs in a way to try and support or cushion the clubs and say league bit must start to Nigeria Mali were playing until San saying omunya problem with Kuni and insecurity or Ivory Coast or plan on best starting. These countries are they are playing league. Morocco, Omo League Sisia make Egypt, Airball League, Sisia Kase, Tunisia, Airball League, and now you say for a sponsor we need Omo League ma Kwambus win the league. And I'm Kwambus win the league. Mali, Sedameka, South Africa, Airball League. Ama anan weekend here Mamelodi Sundowns abesa Kaizer Chiefs Nwaji all of them Joe Omar recorded corona cases more than Ghana but they're playing
okay
oh no so measures na say put in place and try and get it say the end point blank because there's corona in Ghana so no football now only one weekend some of them suspended it South Africa league I traveled 30 months I say league no start here no yeah, a month to start about the sound a braffy because some could break because of corona, but they've come back to complete league,
Okay.
Tanzania, the end of Enya cry. And I'm somebody in over 60,000. Boy, yeah, no Kotokui. So Tanzania. Bokina ni no. Jo dem ko sha no airport. Who dem ko sha no airport. Corona no way. Onu sa no mi o madio. Omu see you. I think is that Simba or Younger for mu see you kosani players by. See oni ba no mu ko fa na konkon so akosani 2 players so ba bia odomu ba. Omu di momo ne ko sha no wo. Momome ne ko sha no airport. So the activity Seychelles Joe, they are playing football. Burundi, they are playing football. Somalia, they are playing football. Uganda, we can play football.
We can play football.
Yes, we can play.
Though no one is denying the fact that COVID is real. We all want to take We all want to take the preventive measures, but the issue is the politicians do not think of the happiness of many Ghanaians, which is football. They move about with their campaigns and other political meetings, and they think football or contact sports will spark the spread of the virus. It's a pity that they do not think about the players and stakeholders of our football. If you are to wait for COVID to leave our part of the world, then we should start using our stadia for market, because COVID won't leave us soon. God bless you all. Reverend Father Godfred Ofori, and we are brave. You just 3 minutes to be okay.
Sergio, teams no any challenges, but hearing say Yaya Mohammed as a green light now, but also on cash goals. No, I'm thinking that minimum Diana recruitment or more, but say our boys no more contract years and so more money and break. Let's say if eventually they are leaving, then it means that Adriana being problems upcoming season, because if you have your number 1 goalkeeper, Joseph Ado, the contract is maybe by December. Abraham no say signing or sign and I say from what we are gathering no sika na ezi omutu no muntu ama omo until they are not even be ready so mbeka new contract no wasem. Caleb Amankwa has been their best right full back. Farouk Adams any Paul Edu almost center backs and me nyina. Then you talk about Evisopoku, and then of course if Yaya is also leaving, so Noah Mate and a number of times could even be a starter. So you are talking about 7 key players of the team. Meaning how they are resolving it, because it's a football according to problems in be surprised. But I think say so much no muka wansem on Kotoko nano me chere madwen efa issue of fair pass management ni nyina ne ade no. I think that they should look at each individual on individual basis. Ne nipa no beye any omunso omo ya available, any new dispensation don person omo ye no mo decide say asuma ese bebo anayemwa. Yes, I know say nkrofo can pass management mo bi amam nyina ye nkrofo bi o mu de o mani ebu say san nkrofo we penti eno mu ka sansem no. But seriously me gidi pass na obisa Kotoko fan bia say ebia for example na obiti say Dr. Chumesi, he has the medical team of Asante Kotoko, SP, and he was management member then. Maybe be a new dispensation. You know, I've heard the suggestion that say head of the medical team, he should be under the technical head, until he can be part of the management. But say Uyan and block management members. Are you saying say service? I think Kotoko has the best medical staff in this country, no doubt. Usha Dr. Chumesi, any Emmanuel Seusu, any Andy Room, any how the enthusiasm they were with the team. Kombolomu. Would anybody say that their head who was part of the management?
Don't play say free. Even Accra, Eba Omoho Kumasi.
That's right. And the teams fan for free in crime. At the Bamiami Legon cities, there are about 2 or 3 players. Would we say, let's criminalize everybody who played a part in the previous administration and say none? Maybe first year should be on individual level.
These are technical people, aren't they?
Oh, I've said, previous management. Okay, the head of the previous technical team was part of management. He was a management member. In Tunya can on block. Say any previous management member, any cause or bad team in the one, then you are sacking everybody.
The team offered to buy him at $150,000 plus onward percentage of 20%. Hartford gave a proposal of either $150,000 or 30% onward transfer, or $200,000 plus 20% onward transfer. Hearts have not rejected any deal. Nana Yao Bediakon and a deal way.
And Sunday, you saw the Pacoda they buy and now also your hearts okay Fabra because and here went. You also make some proposals. And I don't think Hartford has done anything.
You should allow management to
work.
Good morning, Wafa. The Football Association wants government to take part of the cost of COVID-19 protocols like Nigerian government has done. But some of its members are constantly attacking government that they're seeking help from. How does one reconcile that? The FA members must purge themselves from such attacks before they seek for help. But tell Dr. Kwamiche, some of us will resist any attempt by him to include some people around him into the current Asante Kotoko management, especially the former operations manager. We are tired of incompetent people managing the club. Sledge, Iriufia, Brofuse Inochro Ediba. Sledge, good morning.
But you see,
direction.
And I'm on direction now.
Oh,
at least we two are. Look at Nanaya Ponsa.
Oh, your name.
Look at David. And look at Imada Sube. Do you sincerely believe it's Alan number?
Oh, said there was a speculation.
No, but speculation there because but the reality
I'm giving you the background to Nkrofo and Samuel Moken. There was a speculation that was thrown into the air somewhere last week. Say Dr. Chia proposes a Coca Perusha and Kennedy Boachansa consider for management appointment. And then no man Nkrofo say it raises these issues.
Okay. Andy. Yes, sir. But I'm going to 3 minutes. My
friend, management members na car number 9 for no. When we office for. When they don't management members. I come on see park no. We na touch line. We be more call park no so near so much on man sign. When they say on be botai. The Drew Sunday on better VIP. I can't management members. Why
do you?
Number 9 for an Casa break touchline, touchline. Baba touchline. Okay. And obviously you need those people around. And fact, obviously, you know what it's not between us and man. We are not clutching you myself.
Okay.
You need those people a bit pushy. And we bet me a chef from everywhere. Team is now more performing. Because I me share one match or doma. Obi catch them and say, Kofa Obia, Mr. Jaumwa, so league no man beje. It is you need those people who have been closer. You need those people who know the culture and the tradition of the team. Team nache. Omo de bet me say you man or park and so. It is what is the names Popo up. I agree with Sir Franco. Say Mr. Chuma is 1 year she. Inti Obeda ko kase yem pamu bia. But Kotoko supporters down with Chichi Moha. Omunim Omunkro for no my back on and they know the connection they have in the team. It is a joke going forward. Number 9 for now on bear point. What in Tia Nutin Ateno. And as I said in Aba. And Nutina San names that Namana office. And yes, the main men. Maybe I'm calling the short no. Dinaba. But said in a common scrutinize for months. I want to conclude here.
Yeah.
And it is the reason why am I.
Okay.
Said you me going forward. My worry is this. Sempening for more forming himself contractor for them on the juicy. On bet you Omukai say should go to the playing body. I was a cosa. Said them Metina Haka say Mr. Keto Krekunin and penning for Jessica Cassie Ochi players Kay referee for Kayino. Sounds a chief executive officer Baby Jessica Kakaka. Not play and so demand ya because hey a being see that say play Akokasi amount $1,000. No, they are the main actors. Without the players, there wouldn't be any chief executive. Without the player, there wouldn't be any administrative manager. And Tisika Kasi and they call more office at air condition, no, or more mutinary, so much deserve be. Also, almost so much
player and the CEO Japan. And as a one as education.
Say you
player and the CEO.
I was a place.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes.
Is another interesting topic.
And also a topic as a
Fiorentino Perez.
player and see you?
No, it depends on the environment.
Okay.
It depends on the environment.
Okay.
Certain areas, there's no way player will change see you. But certain areas, some players they change see you. But see you need to change some players. Okay. To an average, I have to say see you most times they change players.
All right.
But you see,
I know.
Oh, Sako Hibio. Oh, come on, I know my name's all about the family. I come in Samro. I know about it.
Yes, Name pay free Queen Nameba. So, if semi brie, I some demand. Nanea, and I mean, Frank so kind. Ye, Nimushu, I say, lay my tiabont in the anyone say, committee be a set to say, management in a buy, ye, sure munsim. And we need him. Enti an classify here go medical one for the munieja if we do dim. Enti so far as a management non ye show munsim bimuntino. Yes, supporters no. Sabi yes am for nature and to us. Ye be susua in Kesha Oma.
Who kakusi say?
Enti me kakusi say. Nia Frankie Cano.
Count
Nana am ponsada ruma. To see a cuckoo dam for the Wamoba. Won't hear ye. Nanny, I can. Yes, say. Oh, Joe, make Casa immediate past management members and idea. Nadaroma, da Braca. A Carmen Quaco Quanam Tiedi. One penny parfufro.
Und die Nummers okay.
Jamaica.
Na you show me. That's a good idea. We dey go.
All right. That's in the football na ya no pray.
No. Ne akaso da ho. Ya na ne ya be ye wo mo ho pa titru yensem treford.
Okay.
O hwe ye pa wo mo ho se betumi a na ne ya on pe the communication team. Na nko no kura de on grant interview kura wo ba bia.
Yati.
Now, my son committee team no emum nyadwuma no man.
Do me no sorry. Na Ali Baba dan Kambari beto aso. Da wo se me ma kwan ga be kwan ba.
Oh, said. Abi I fun abi ba me kwan. Said you. Means we run strike meeting now. Me te said the last time omu shia no. The agreement was that year na aka no. Omu betwa ma contract na wu. That was means my investigation am here. Year na akara omo betwam. That was the last meeting within Chipsa and then na ya mponsa and almost schedule so omo behia but entimi amaso okay entimi so dia meme wo the strike deal na
all right
so you like mama Salia say if you rams me commenting on and go down with him it was just one of the fun in Tialaji
na zumbia no make bia na so chire wadwe once you say wa sheda na onim dada na
no response
we say Alaji issue bia
no response bia ta so onim
we nye issue on kan wintia no akopati all right you see na nyame boy tena ba beto Ali Baba dan Kambari imraso say or the breaking news no na pamfo e de ebreda mu nyina ase na mum ene 1 week e Mabel front maami a ohwe ho ene na ne maami 1 week na ba so e wo Bantama nti